This week's blog post was on Henry Kitchell Webster's Collected Short Works, Volume 1. Webster, who lived 1875 to 1932, was one of the first writers of fiction to incorporate business and industry as the setting for his works. But that alone wouldn't make him one of my favorite authors. He also dealt with fascinating issues, such as the changing status of women as the Victorian age evolved into the Jazz Age. His characters are charming and intelligent, and they invariably pursue their goals in intriguing ways. And the situations in Webster's writings are unusual, not what I expect from someone writing more than a century ago. I've never yet guessed the endings. In Webster's time, long before radio or TV, magazines were the medium of mass entertainment, creating a huge demand for fiction. Several dozen of Webster's short stories and serials were published by the Saturday Evening Post, McClure's, Everybody's, and other national magazines. Webster also published 29 novels under his own name and an as yet unknown number under pseudonyms. I've republished several of these with the covers that are shown in this slide, and there's a link to that in the blog post as well. In addition, Webster wrote scenarios for a dozen or so silent films and several plays. In November 2019, I'll be publishing the first volume of Henry Kitchell Webster's Collected Short Works and Related Correspondence, covering 1901 to 1912. The 334 pages include Webster's 11 earliest short stories, along with the illustrations that appeared in their original periodical publications. 2 of these stories have never before been published. The volume also includes Mrs. Thornbow's Apology, a play performed in Chicago, New Haven, and New York in 1912. This also was never published. Incidentally, it's one of my favorites among all of his works. The volume has 27 letters by Webster, none of them previously published, that give insight into how and why he wrote these works. There are 2 articles on Webster's early career. This is one of them, Making a Living by Literature. It was published in the Saturday Evening Post in 1911, and there's another article that was published in the New York Times in 1912. And the introduction to the volume is a short biography of Webster by me. So here's the pre-publication offer. As I did with Artist Entrepreneurs, I'm offering you a pre-publication chance to purchase a signed print copy with your name in the acknowledgments, or give a thrill to someone you love. Ask to have their name included instead. The volume will appear in late November in time for the holidays. If you're interested, email me. DianeDurantewriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, painting, Central Park, and my other obsessions. To join the free Sunday Recommendations email list, visit the URL online or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work on a recurring basis. I really appreciate that, and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDurantewriter.com. Thank you, as always, for listening.